guys. Fine. So last day we just been talking about we just created a calculator, right? Yeah, are we done with the designing? Are you done with the designing? Okay. No need of using ASP table. Directly you can use a table. We are not working with any logic there. So directly you can use a table. You're not, means if you want to use that code in CS, if you want to use, then you're required to go for ASP tables and all. But I don't want to use them in my CS code. What I want to use my CS code is only text boxes. So text boxes, buttons. So there only I should use ASP controls. Otherwise not required. Okay guys, we have just been done with the design part. So if you run this now, yeah, we got the calculator launched. Now we're just going to fill the values. And when you click on these buttons, based on the button you click, it has to generate the output, right? Okay. So based on the button you click, it has to generate the output. What button you click, based on that, the output has to be generated. So this is what exactly the requirement is. Okay, now look guys, when you're just going to work with this, so what button is clicked by the user, we can write the logic. So how many event handlers I should write? 5. 1 for each button. 5 buttons. So 5 event handlers. But I'll show you a different style of coding. Watch it. I'm not going to write the code in 5 event handlers. I'm going to write the code only in 1 event handler. Only 1. In 1 only you can write the logic for all the 5? Yes, I can. In 1 only, I can write the logic for all the 5. Is it clear? Watch it carefully. How to do that is a very important topic in GUI programming. Okay, so what is that? What is that is, look, right now 5 buttons are there. Can we generate an event handler for any one button? Yeah, any button you like, you double click on it, event handler will be generated now. For any button you want to generate event handler, what you do, double click on the button, event handler will generate it. Okay, you already know that. Without double clicking on the button, I can even generate the event handlers like this now. How? Go to properties, go to events, and double click here and can generate an event handler. Shown you now. What will be the name of the event handler? Tell me the complete name. BTN add underscore click. That's what I said here. Your control name underscore event. What is your control name? BTN add underscore click is the name of the event handler that will be generated. BTN add underscore click. Point clear? Huh? Yes or not? But see guys, can I give my own name? Can I give my own name? Well, everything you put blank basis. I shown you each and everything to you. I typed a method name and hit enter and shown you. My job, I can do whatever I want. I can either type my own name or otherwise double click, it will give a name. I want to give my own name. I want to give my own name. What name you want to give? Are mandatory here. Just I'm showing you, option is there. You don't require to give a name. Simply double click, it will generate it for you. No issue at all. I want to give a name. What is the name I'm giving, see? What is the name I given? Buttons underscore click. Enter. Okay, buttons underscore click. Voice is low. You need to adjust your speaker volume here. Is the voice low for all? You few people, you only have the problem here. You have the problem. Adjust your settings. Disconnect and connect again otherwise. My volume is completely full. See now? Is it fine now? Who is facing the problem? Is it fine now? Okay. Okay, done. Now come back. Yeah. What I'm telling you, I generated one event header. How many event header? One only. One only generated. I give my own name. Giving a name is not mandatory here. If you don't give a name also, you give a name. Any name can be. See, one thing you remember, names are not important at all. Names are only for identification. You can give any name you like. So I thought of giving a name of my own. I given a name. What is the name? Buttons underscore click. Now, this is bound with one button. Which button? Add button. This is bound with one button. Which button? You can go and see. Where you can go and see? If you go and see the properties, see here? Binding is done here. But is that bound with subtract button? Is that bound with multiply button? But I can bind it. How sir? Only nothing. If I double click here, a method will be generated, correct? Yes or not? Don't double click. Use the drop down. The method comes in the list. Select it now. Now see, the method is bound with two buttons. Add button, subtract button. You follow the same process with the remaining three also now? Clear or not? I'm showing you again. Select the multiply button. Use the drop down. Select it. You can do it in the you can do it in the source view also. You can do it in the source view also. How sir? Go to source view. See there, here you can clearly watch it. Then property window, this will be clear for watching the code. See now, binding is done with the three, but not with the remaining two. Shall I do with the remaining two also? On click is equals to, on that day what did I say? On that day what did I ask you to click, guys? Don't click on create new event. Select. Clear or not? Okay? On click is equals to, sorry guys, it generated me a new method. I just clicked on create new event. So it generated me a new method. No, I don't want. I don't want. Just remove it. That's a mistake. Okay now, buttons underscore click. So is the event handler bound with all the 5 buttons or not? Yes or not? So now you have a doubt. What is the advantage, sir? What is the advantage of binding it like this now? Okay? The advantage is you can write the whole logic in one method. You can write the whole logic in one method here without writing 5 methods. You can write in one method only now. Are you clear? Okay? Fine. Now the confusion that starts here, to write the logic here, I should know now which button is clicked. If add button is clicked, addition should be done. If subtract button is clicked, subtraction should be done. If multiplication button is clicked, multiplication. Means you want to perform an operation, you should first know which button is clicked or not. You can identify which button is clicked by taking the help of sender. Every event handler is associated with the 2 parameters. Do you remember? Yes or not? The first parameter. What is the first parameter? Object sender. You can identify the button which is raised or which is clicked with the help of sender. How? How is it possible? Look. Run the page. Okay. So guys, all of you observe how many buttons are on screen? Louder. Be active, guys. Okay. How many event handlers we have? One. All these five are bound with that one or not? Now you can click on any button. When you click on any button, that method will execute. When you click on any button, the event handler will execute. Okay? But the point is how to know which button is clicked. How to know which button is clicked. Are you following me? So guys, listen. Every button is a class. Every control is a class. So button is a class. So five buttons there means five instances now. Yes or not? Five buttons means five instances. Now, these are all instances or classes? Instances, they're not classes. One class only, five instances. Now, I can click on any button here. When I click on any button, the control goes to this method now. Correct? Now, the instance of that button, listen, the instance of that button is sent to sender. The instance of that button, I'm sorry. The instance of the button is sent to the event handler. It is sent to the, and now that instance is captured under that sender. Now the instance is captured under sender. What is the default parent class of all the classes? Array, brainless fellows. Object, yeah. Who asked you about ASP.NET? Don't you listen the question? Like this only you'll go and answer in interviews also. What is my question? What is the default parent class of all the classes I asked you? Did I ask you ASP.NET? Why are you talking about it? The default parent class of all the classes is object. Sender is which type? Object type. Child class instance can be assigned to parent class variable or not? Now see, when I click on the button, this instance is sent to sender, captured in sender. Sender can hold anything in it now. Are you clear? When I click on this button, when I click on this button, sender will be pointing to multiply button now. Hey, these are instances now. That is a reference now. Reference will be pointing to the memory now. When I click on this, sender points to the multiply button. When I click on this, sender points to the mod button. When I click on this, sender points to add button. This by using sender now, you can recognize which button is clicked. Are you clear or not? Understood all of you? So sender will tell you now. What it will tell you? Which button is clicked. Check now guys. Check it out now.
Recording stopped. Recording in progress.
Okay guys, just, am I audible? Am I audible? Is the voice clear? Okay, let's continue. Okay, stop messaging, stop messaging, stop messaging. Okay, so guys watch. So what I said here, you can click on any button. So every button is one instance. So when you click on the button, the instance of that button will be sent to the event handler and will be captured in the sender. So sender is a parent because sender is of which type? Object type. Object is a parent of all the controls. And you learned in the inheritance classes, child class instance can be assigned to a parent class variable. Right or not? Child class instance can be assigned to a parent class variable. So you can assign a child class instance to any parent classes variable. So when you do the assignment, child class instance assigned to parent class variable, when you do the assignment, what happens? That will become a reference. That will become a reference pointing to the memory of the instance now. So you click on add button, send the points to the memory of add button. If you click on multiply, center points to multiply button. If you click on mod, center points to mod button. Is it clear? Fine. Now, in your code, if you know which button is clicked, guys, all of you understand. In your code, if you know which button is clicked, based on that we can write the logic for addition or subtraction or multiplication or division now. Correct or not? In my code, if I can identify the control which is raising the event, based on that, can I write the logic for addition, subtraction, multiplication and division or not? Possible. We can write the logic now. It's easy, possible now. Point clear all of you? Tell me. Okay. Let us see how to perform this task. Let us see how to complete this particular task. How you can do this, let's try to understand here. Okay. So all of you carefully observe it. When you refer to this sentence, every control has a unique property called ID, right? Every control has a unique property called as ID. ID is nothing but the instance. In inheritance, in object-oriented programming, we learned child instance can be assigned to parent variable, make it as a reference, but that reference cannot call child class members. That reference cannot call child class members. It cannot call the child class members. So now, when I click on button 1 comes to sender, no doubt. But using sender, I cannot access the members of button. See, sender will show only its members. It doesn't show child class members at all. Are you clearer or not? Because I already said you very clearly in the inheritance for all of you. A parent never know who is its child. Child should know the parent, but parent never know who is its child. Is what I said to you. Is what I just said to you also in the classroom once. What's it? There are so many students, totally online, offline, there are 175 students listening to the class. I don't require to know each and every student, or I don't know each and every student, but all of you know me. Yes or not? All of you know me, but I don't know each and every student. Same way a parent doesn't require to know who is the child, but child requires to know the parent. That's why sender will say, I am capable of holding the child reference. Are you clear? I know I have students, but I don't know who is that student now. So sender can hold the reference of button, but cannot provide you access to the members of the button. Cannot provide you access to the members of the button. So what to do? I want the ID property now. I want the ID property. Where is that ID property? In the button class. Where is ID property? Button class. Guys, observe this what I am doing. Can you understand this code? Button comes to sender. Instance of the button comes to sender. Is converting sender back into button again. Array, child to parent back to child again. You learnt all these things in inheritance class, the third rule. Go and refer to your notes if you want. See, you can initialize a parent with the help of child, but you cannot initialize a child with the help of parent. You can initialize parent with the help of child, and that can be used for initializing child again. Child to parent, back to child conversion possible. Again, you put blank faces like this. I taught you all. What is possible? Child to parent, back to child, possible. Say, who is the parent now? Object. Who is the child? Button. Okay? Now see. Button B or B1 is equals to new button. What is B1? Instance of button. Instance of button. Object sender is equals to B1. Valid na? Yes or not? Now tell me, using this one, I can convert it back into button or not? Unboxing yaar. Button to object, object back to button again. How do you convert? P2 is equals to. It is one way to convert. I explained two options to convert. Button P2 is equals to sender as button, as operator. I already explained about these things also for you. As operator. Sender as button. What happening? Always policy is issue with this class. Yeah, check it out guys now. Check it out. Okay. Yeah, come back. Come back here. Come back here. Look now. What I'm doing? I'm creating instance of button class. Next. Initializing the variable of object class by using button. By using button. We learned this now. Parent variables can be initialized by child. Now again, you are converting this parent back into child. Say button converted to, again can be converted back to button again. Clear or not? How to convert? Two ways of converting. One, typecasting. Two, as operator. You use any mechanism you like. Is this clear all of you? Yes or not? Now this one here particularly I'm telling B1, but in the runtime in my application that's not B1 here. It can be BTN add, or it can be BTN sub, or it can be BTN multiply, or it can be BTN divide, or it can be BTN mod. Any one button will come. Which button we don't know. That happens dynamically. Clear? Now, see now. All of you, I converted center back into button. Now B points to what? Listen to the question carefully. B points to what? I did not ask you B is of which type. I did not ask you. I'm asking you B points to what? It points to the button the user clicked. The user can click on any button. I don't know what button the user clicks now, but I can identify that button. B points to. Come on. B points to. Louder here. Open the mouths. I'm saying you louder. Don't you understand English? B points to the button that is clicked. Which button is clicked? I don't know. I don't know which button is going to be clicked. The user can click on any button, but B will be pointing to that button. Shall I show you B pointing to the button you click now? Watch. Response dot right. B dot. That will tell you the ID of the button to your watch. Check. Are you clear? Now the ID is unique. Is the text also unique? Is the text also unique or not? Yeah, text is also unique. So if you want, you can pick text also, guys. If you want, you can pick text also. See? Dot text. We'll tell you the text of the button now. Okay now? So shall I write the logic now? So what button is clicked, that action should be performed. Am I correct now? First, all of you, watch it. First, I'm going to pick the value of the first text box. First text box, int x or int num1 is equals to int dot parse. Did you understand the statement? Sir, why are you calling int dot parse? Because text is of type string. Read line, return type is string. Remember, you convert into integer. Now also I'm doing the same thing only. Nothing new. You learned in console. I'm showing in GUI now. Okay, next. Int num2 is equals to, clear? Okay now? Int result is equals to 0. Int result is equals to 0. I'm just initializing the result with 0. Okay? Now guys, watch. Here I'm writing the logic. What logic? Switch b dot text. Text is unique or not? Tell me. Now see. Case add. Case add. Case add. Result is equals to num1 plus num2 break. Okay now? Continue the rest now. What? Case sub minus multiply divide mod. Is it clear all of you? Yes or not? Finally what do you say? Sorry. txt result is equals to txt result dot text, there is a text box, is equals to. So why you converted again? Array text is a string property. I cannot assign integer. That should be converted back into string again. Then only that works. So finally the result will be shown in the text box now. Understood? Run the code. Oh, sorry guys. Yeah, you're right. This is mod, not divide. Mod. Enter. Got it? What is 0? Hey, no reminder now. Is this clear all of you? Did you understand why an event handler is taking the parameters now? Listen, every event handler will take two mandatory parameters. I already explained you 2 days back. But I did not tell you the reason on that day. What I said to you, every event handler will take two mandatory parameters. What is the first parameter? The first parameter is of type object. What is the use of this parameter? Okay, the advantage or use of the parameter is you can bind multiple controls. You can bind multiple controls with one event handler, and inside the code you can identify which control is raising the event and implement the logic. So to identify which control is raising the event, take the help of sender. Take the help of the sender. Sender will help you in identifying the control which is raising the event. I repeat guys, sender will help you in identifying the control which is raising the event. Any doubts to anyone? No response, online students, come on. Any doubts to anyone? Any question anywhere? All this running on client side. No, server side, yeah, C# code won't run on client side. C# code runs on server side. If I write JavaScript, that is client side, not C#. C# will never execute on client side, that is server side. Okay now? Clearer? You write whatever you want here, else if you will write a switch case, you will write a is your choice. Did I say you should write only switch case there? If you want to even point to take doubles here, if you take double, you will get decimals. I have taken integers, that's why I am not getting decimal. If you take double, you will get decimal. That's all. Double will take decimal. Understood, Wasim? Okay. So I did not say we should use only switch case. Did I say that? Use whatever you want. I thought of using switch case. You thought of writing if condition, write if condition only. No problem. If else only. No issue at all. See, one thing you understand, there are no standards to tell you logic should be implemented like this only. You can implement logic in any way you want. Are you getting the final output or not? That is only the point. I implement logic in one way, you implement logic in another way. I'll write a for loop, you'll write a while loop, someone will write a do while loop. That's their choice. Got my point? Smile, yeah. Why you put your sad face? Did you lose your wallet? Everybody, your sad faces, I'm not able to look at your faces. Enjoy your subject first. Don't always put lazy faces. If you enjoy the subject, you understand what is the need of sender and how sender can be used. That's what. Any more questions? All online students, any more questions? I'll talk about the second parameter also. I'll explain you about the second one also. What is the second one? Event args A or a child class I said you. Okay, we'll talk about that. So now I explained about the first parameter, that is the object sender. And now we need to understand about the second parameter, that is this. Form, we'll name it as calculator 2, same form here. Now is calculator 1, calculator 2 is what I'm doing. Okay. Add form, add. I want the same design. Okay, so copy paste here. Be careful all of you. Just concentrate what I'm doing. I cannot explain you each and every point to do like this. Concentrate. When you copy paste, what I'm copy pasting, I'm copying this table from here. I'll come to my new form. I'll paste it here. I got everything. I copied only ASPX code, not CS code. Correct? Because you did not copy the CS code, all these event handlers will give you error now. You don't have that CS, you don't have that event handlers now. So all of them will give you error when you run this. Why? Because you copied the ASPX code, but you did not copy the CS code. See there. Button underscore click is missing. Buttons underscore click is missing. I did not find that. Okay now? If you want the CS code also, copy paste the CS code also. No, I don't want the CS code. Then delete. Here. No sir, I don't want to copy paste, write the code separately, no problem. I recommend that only for you. Until you are good with coding, always make a habit of writing the code again and again. Okay? In the classroom I cannot type all the things for you again and again. Time constraints and all. I may copy paste. But I suggest you all better don't copy paste. Sir copy pasted now, so I too copy pasted, not working for me. These issues will be there. That's the better you type everything. No problem at all. Clear? Okay. Now the design is done accordingly now. Now you run same design only. No changes in this at all. Exactly the same design I copied.
ఇదొకటే ఇది వాడు ఈరోజు మామూలుగా వేరే రికార్డ్ చేస్తాడు.
Let's calculate it to all of you, check. Okay, done. Now, I think yesterday or day before yesterday, we are talking about the members of the button class. Yesterday only, members of the button class. I said, button has some properties and the events in it, like text property, ID property, text property, client click. On client click, one is client click. Second thing, postback URL, click, and after that 3 things we left off: command name, command argument, command. Command name, command argument, command. I did not explain anything about them. Today we will talk about all these 3 things carefully. All these 3 things, listen carefully. What 3 things? In the code, which lines of code? I did not do any unboxing anywhere. I said to that is same like unboxing. I did not do anywhere unboxing. I performed typecasting, that's all. I did not do unboxing. Unboxing is what we explained to you with value types and reference types. Okay, here there is no value type, there is no reference type. All are reference types only. I did not do any unboxing. What I done is only typecasting. This one you done. In.parse. In.parse, this is, on that line you're right. Here we have done unboxing. This is unboxing because string to end. And this is typecasting. Converting sender to object is typecasting. Okay? You write your own comments. parameters here. What 3 parameters? Command name, command argument, last one is event here. First one is command name, command argument are properties, and command is event. Okay, so we need to learn about two things. One is the properties, command name and command argument, and the second one is Mr. Sai Yugandhar, stop the video. Are you clear? So what is that? Event. So let's try to understand about these three things right now. Command name, command argument, command. See guys, every control has a property called a text. Alright, take the button. Button has a property called text. If I ask you a question, what is the use of text? What is the use of ID? ID is a property used for unique representation of the control. ID is a property for unique representation of the control. Then what about text is? Text is used for associating some user-defined data to the control. Text, yeah, caption. Means telling in simple words, text is a property used for associating user-defined data to a control. Are you clear or not? Text is a property used for associating user-defined data to a control. If at all you wanted to associate any user-defined data to a control, we use the property called as text. With the help of the text, we are going to associate some user-defined data to a control. Okay? Now, same like this, guys. Command name and read it, guys.
Command name and command argument properties are also used for associating some user-defined data.
So these are also same? Yes. These are also used for associating some user-defined data to the control. Command name, command argument properties are also used for associating some user-defined data to the control. Just like text. Just like text. Are you guys clear or not? Understood my point? Just like text. Command name, command argument are also used for associating some user-defined data to the controls. Point clear or not? Understood everyone? Okay, they are also for associating some user-defined data to the control. Why three properties here? Array. Sometimes you may want to associate one value to a control, text is okay. But sometimes you want to assign multiple values, 2 or 3 values, then we can take the help of command name, command arguments. Do you understand my point or not? I repeat again. I'll tell you a small example. I have a table. See, all of you might be done online shopping. When you do online shopping, you're just going to do a shopping now in this process. You're shown with some products in a table format. You're shown with some products in a table format. It contains product ID, product name, price of it, okay, quantity available, discount applicable. Like this, a table is shown. Now in this, guys, you want to sort the data. Based on price, based on the price. Have you noticed it? When it shows you in table format, the price column will be shown as a hyperlink to you. When you click on that column, immediately it will sort the data. Every day you use application, that only. Every day you are using applications real time. So if you click on the price, it will sort the data based on the price. If you click on the discount, it will sort the data based on the discount. Okay? What buttons we use there, they are also buttons only, link buttons. All these buttons are link buttons. The link buttons will come as column headers. The link buttons will come as column headers. When you click on the link button, the logic is present behind the screen for sorting. The logic is present behind the screen for sorting. I'll explain you all these things in database programming, guys. Here I'm only giving an idea for you, but I'll show you practically in database programming. So whatever link you click, it will do sorting for you. Okay? Now, when you want to sort the data, in a column, in a table, on a table, how do you sort? Suppose there is a products table. Select star from, the table name is products. Now you want to sort. How do you sort? Order by column name. You want to sort the data based on the price column. You want to sort the data based on the price column. So order by price. So it will sort the data based on the price now. Clear all of you? Yes or not? It's going to sort you the data based on the price. Based on price, sorting will be done. Okay, fine, it will do. Now, I have a table on the screen now. End user is watching the table on the screen now. And whatever button is clicked, it should sort the data. Whatever button is clicked, it should sort the data. Okay? Now, what are the columns I have, in my table products? In my table products, these are the columns. What are the column? Product ID, product name, product price, discount, stock available. They are the columns in my table, guys. Carefully listen. Okay? Now, when I am going to show on my screen now, all the data will be shown in the table format, and my header columns are there now. Header columns will be my column names now. Header columns will be my column names. So what are the header columns now? Product ID, product name, product price, discount, stock available. Are you clear or not? Okay? I just designed it. So when you click on that, can I pick the text value and use it in my sort now? When you click on that, can I pick the text value and use in my sort now? Column name only na header now. You click on that, pick the text now, use in the sort, order by the sort I can use. Okay? But what happened, when I'm displaying this on the screen, client said me to show the column names like this. Client want to see the column names like this. Have you know? Client want to see the column names like this. ID, name, price, discount, stock available. Column names should come like this. This is what the client has asked me. Okay, not a big deal. We can give alias names now. Not a big deal here. You can give alias names. Now tell me, is the column name matching with the text of the link button now? These are all link buttons. Now tell me, is the column name matching with the text of the link button? Yes, sir. Column name is product ID and the link button text is ID now. They are not matching now. Yes or not? Now tell me, can I pick the text and use in my sort? Can I pick the text and use in my sort now? No. So in this type of scenarios, in the text of the link button, I'll give these values. In the text, I'll give these values. Now, I'll use my second property. What is this? Command name. In command name, what I'll do, I will give the original column names now. I'll give the original column names. What are the original column names? Product ID, product name, product price, discount, stock available. This is what I'm giving. I'm giving the original column names. Now understand, all of you, in the sort, I cannot use a text now. What should I use? Understood my point? See, understand, command name and command argument properties are also used for associating some user-defined data to the control. See, here we are associating some data to the control, and here I'm associating some data to the control. Did you understand, all of you? When one value enough, text. No, sir. Second value required, use command name. Third value required, use command argument. Like this, it has given you 3 properties to you. Are you clearer, everyone, or not? How many properties are given now? 3 properties are given to you. Got it all? Okay. Watch. Now, come back to your code now. All of you go here. Did you give a text to all the controls? Yes or not? You're given a text to all the controls. Now, I'm using now command name is equals to, and here I'm writing plus sign. Command name is equals to plus sign is what I'm using. I'm using the command name for all. Here, multiplication sign. Here, division. Here, okay now? But one thing, guys, text is visible to user, but command name, command argument are not visible to user at all. They are basically used in the code, that's all. We use these values in code, but we won't show them to user at all. We don't show them to user. Observe. If you watch the screen, is the command name visible? Is it visible? But I can use that command name in my code for writing the logic now. I can use that code in the command name code. I can use and write the logic here. Did you get my point or not? Now see, shall I write the logic in a single event handler again, using that command name now? Now also I'm going to write only in a single event handler. Using what? Not using the text property. Now I'm using command name. Are you clear? Okay, watch. Now let's go to design. And I'll generate one event handler. I'll show you the process same again. All of you carefully watch. I'm telling a new thing here. Oh, sorry guys. I'm telling a new thing here. Carefully watch. What is the button? Which event? We have one more event, see? What is the event? Okay, just a second. Click. Come down and see the description of click. When you click on the button, this event will fire. Same way, we have another event, command. Let's see the description of this also. Array, see here, now this is also telling fires when the button is clicked only. But we have one more additional thing. What is it? And you have a command name or a command argument values also. Associated command means either command name or command argument. Do you have a command name now? Then don't use click event. Use. Why sir, what is the difference? Wait, we'll see. Come on, come to command event now. What is the method? Alright, let's give our own name here. Just a minute. Let's give our own name. And to make it descriptive, that's all. What name? I'll give the name as buttons underscore command. Just like buttons underscore click. What are you using now? And let me bind with all the remaining 4 now. Let me bind with all the remaining 4 now. 1, 2. Oh, sorry guys. 1, 2. At a time I can do, all are not able to be selected. See here, I selected all the 4C. All are selected now. At a time, go to property window. Oh, some TD is also selected now. TD also got selected off. Okay, I'm not able to select all at a time, but 2 buttons are selected now. You can select all for my cursor size for making it visible to all. I'll increase the size here. That's it's restricting me. Okay, so I selected 2 buttons now. At a time, you can do. See, come here, go to events, and you select it. Sorry, command. Go to command. You select it. Bound with 2 buttons now at a time now. Then what I'm trying to tell is one button, no need here. All 4 at a time you can do. Okay, now. All the 4 at a time you can do, guys. But now my cursor problem, because of this I'm doing one by one, but you do it at a time. Is it clear or not? Understood everyone? Yes or not? What is that? It is bound with all the 5 buttons. It is bound with all the 5 buttons. It's bound with all the 5 buttons now. Okay, done. But bound with all the buttons. Now, come here. In the previous example, we used sender, converted to button, checked the condition. We written some logic for now. Now, no need anything here. No need anything. Now it is very easy. What is easy? See the second parameter now. Not event args. What did I say? It can be either event args or child class, I said you. What is it? Open the mouth and say what is the name of it. Command event args. Clear? Look. E dot. You can directly access the command name and command argument here. Watch that. Are you clear? Now see, I don't require any button conversion, center conversion to button again. No need anything. Straight simple code. Watch. Int. Num1 is equals to int dot parse. Txt num1 dot text. Same again. Int result is equals to 0. Okay now? Switch. In the switch case, directly what I'm using, what I used in the switch case, watch guys. A dot command name is what I used in the switch case. Okay? Case plus result is equals to num1 plus num2. Break. Next one, case minus. Case multiply. Case divide. Case modulus. Done. Finally come to the last. Txt result dot text is equals to result dot toString. Result dot toString. Is it clear all of you? To see what is it printing, just to show you, that's all. I'll remove this line. Response dot write. What I'm printing here? E dot. That command name will be shown on the screen, see? See the command name, see? Printed on the screen on this. Are you clear? The same thing what I said to you, this is the same thing what we use in the sorting programming now. In the sorting, I don't pick the text of the button. What I pick? Command name I will pick. A command name will contain original column name. Text will contain what user wants to see. User wants to see something, but original names are different. Original names will be in the command name. User visible values will be in the text. I hope this clarifies all your questions. Any doubts? Tell me, understood all of you? This is the process how you are going to write the logic. I repeat, this is the process how you are going to write the logic. We're just going to implement the logic in this particular style here. So you can just go for. So two options I said you. Either use sender or event arcs. See now, listen all of you. What is command event arcs? Array, in command event only you can access, not in click event. In click event you cannot access command name and command argument values. Why sir, why I cannot access? What is the parameter click event is taking? Event arcs. Yes or not? Means the two properties are not in event arcs class here. The two properties are present in command event arcs class. Are you clearer or not? See, look here. What is this? Event arcs class doesn't have those properties. What is it showing you? It is showing you the members that are inherited from object class only. That's all. Watch it. It's not showing anything extra. Only 4 members equals dash code get a type to string. But when you come here, where in the command event, it will show you equals dash code get a type and also showing you two properties. What are those? Means these properties are defined in the parent or child. Parent or child? Child class. So if I refer to parent, I can access. If I refer to child only, I can access. Click will take event arcs as a parameter. Command event will take all these are related CR, command name, command argument, command event arcs, all 4 are related. Are you clear? That is what exactly the use of it. I hope you are clear with the two parameters today. See guys, one by one I'm showing you each and everything. Day one only I can't show you all. Okay, today I taken the time to explain you what is the need of the two parameters of an event procedure. First I showed you object parameter. With that also we can do multiple control binding, or otherwise take the help of command name or command argument with process. If you feel second one comfortable, always follow the same process of using the second one. Is it clear? I have an announcement for you. I'll stop here. I'll have an announcement for you. Yes, tomorrow I have a small work here. I don't know still the work is confirmed or not. Is it pending? It's pending. So what I'm trying to say is tomorrow's session for you. Is everyone in the WhatsApp group? If you're not there, go and join. I already posted the WhatsApp group link you in that. Go and join there. Okay? At least 1 hour before. At least mainly online students, no problem. You'll get it from offline students. I'm telling. At least 1 hour before, I will drop the message in the group. If class is not there, don't attend. Because I can't confirm tell because I have an urgent appointment. Whether I'm going or not, still not scheduled. So that's why I'm not able to tell you confidently. If before 1 hour, I will post the information in the group. One thing I'll tell you, if I don't put any message, class is present. Is it clear? If class is not there, I will drop the message. Clear? And when I drop a message, don't reply for that message, all of you. I'm telling you. Don't reply. No class if I say don't reply. Why I'm saying don't reply? Everyone replying okay sir, the message is going somewhere and all the people are not able to see the message. Clearer? Watch it and leave it. Understood? See that and then only attend to the class. Let me stop here. We'll meet tomorrow. Sorry. We'll meet on the next session. I don't know. It is tomorrow or Monday. Same way command arguments. I used command name. You can use command arguments also. Both are same only. Suppose you have third value. Then use command arguments. That's all.